Back in New Jersey, some hard evidence started surfacing. After one dramatic sighting, locals found a field with strange burn marks in soil that seemed to have magnetic properties. Scientists who checked it out were stumped. Was it natural? Man-made? Nobody could say for sure. And then there were the engineers who tracked electromagnetic spikes in the area. Their findings lined up perfectly with the drone sightings, but beyond that, they were as clueless as everyone else. Let's not forget the psychological toll this was taking. People who saw the drones weren't just shaken up, some felt like they were being watched, really watched. A few even claimed they had vivid dreams afterward, full of strange symbols and voices speaking in gibberish. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but for these folks, it was all too real. The lights above New Jersey keep getting stranger. The lights above Jersey. This isn't going away anytime soon. Whether it's cutting-edge tech, aliens, or something we haven't even thought of yet, New Jersey is smack in the middle of it. The truth might be out there, but for now, it's hiding behind those strange lights in the sky. And until someone figures it out, we'll all be left wondering what's next. The number of sightings continued to increase, and every new report added more bizarre details to the growing mystery. People began documenting the encounters with high-definition cameras and thermals of something truly out of the ordinary. The drones moved in synchronized patterns that suggested an intelligence behind their operations, and their appearance often coincided with sudden temperature drops, even on warm summer nights. The chills in the air weren't just physical, they seeped into the mood of anyone witnessing these events. Some residents began setting up nightly watch groups, turning their backyards into makeshift observation stations. Armed with telescopes, binoculars, and even radar apps, they became amateur investigators determined to crack the case. These groups shared their findings online, building only to lose it when it vanished without a trace. Another group, stationed near the coast, reported that the drones sometimes emerged from the oceans also started circulating. A farmer in South Jersey woke up to find his cornfield flattened in a perfectly symmetrical pattern with no signs of human or mechanical intervention.
They're coming really fast too. They're either running.
The soil underneath was scorched, emitting a faint metallic smell that lingered for days. Scientists who examined the area were baffled, unable to determine the source of the heat or the cause of the damage. Theories ranged from advanced propulsion systems to energy weapons, but nothing could be confirmed. Whatever was happening, it was clear that these drones weren't just passive observers. Local artists and writers began drawing inspiration from the phenomenon, creating works that captured the eerie, otherworldly nature of the events. Murals of glowing drones against dark skies began popping up in urban areas, while poets wrote about the uneasy feeling of being watched. The drones had become a part of New Jersey's cultural fabric, blending fear and fascination into something almost surreal. Despite the growing evidence and public outcry, official responses remained frustratingly vague. When pressed for answers during a town hall meeting, one local official stammered through a generic statement about safety and ongoing investigations. It was clear that whatever they knew, if they knew anything at all, they weren't sharing it with the public. This only fueled the belief that something significant was being hidden, whether for national security reasons or something far more ominous. Speculation about the origins of the drones continued to spiral. Some suggested that the drones were operated by private corporations conducting secret experiments. The proximity of certain sightings to tech hubs and research facilities lent some weight to this theory. Others were convinced that the drones were extraterrestrial in nature, a belief supported by the lack of identifiable technology or propulsion systems. A smaller but equally vocal group argued that the phenomenon was a psychological operation designed to manipulate public perception. According to this theory, the drones weren't real at all, but a high-tech illusion orchestrated to distract from more pressing issues. As time went on, the mystery only deepened. Efforts to track the drones using radar and satellite imagery often came up empty, as though the objects were deliberately evading detection. Attempts to intercept them with other drones or aircraft proved futile, with the mysterious devices outmaneuvering their pursuers every time. Even the military seemed unable or unwilling to engage with the phenomenon, leaving citizens to fend for themselves in their search for answers. One particularly chilling incident occurred during a high school football game in central Jersey. Midway through the game, 3 drones appeared overhead, their lights casting an eerie glow over the field. Players and spectators alike froze, their eyes fixed on the sky. The drones hovered silently for several minutes before performing a series of rapid, intricate maneuvers and disappearing into the night. The event left everyone shaken, and the game was called off as people rushed home to process what they had just witnessed. The phenomenon had drawn the attention of national media, with news outlets running headlines about New Jersey's mystery drones and the growing wave of paranoia surrounding them. Documentaries and podcasts devoted to the subject sprang up almost overnight, featuring interviews with witnesses, experts, and conspiracy theorists.